wonderfuls. Welcome back to another episode of Helpers High by me, Tiffany. In this episode 17, we're going to talk about transformational products, transformational you. We're going to get right into it, okay? A little bit of vulnerability from me because I'm going to tell you a little bit more things about me. And then a little bit of thought process from you as well. So let's look at this. When you have something that people want, you don't have to start all of the facts with the nitty-gritty details. It would serve you best, honestly, if you are just clear up front in answering if this solves a problem that the person has, right? So when we think about all the social influence that there is right now, really what they're tapping into is what's in it for you. Does it make them feel stronger? Does it make them feel more confident, more seen, save them time? It chops, it slices, it dices. It gives you dinner in less than 30 minutes. Those are things that all are about you, right? What is this product going to do for you? If it doesn't change their life in some way, they don't want it, period. People don't care about the features, the specs, the stuff. What we care about is what does it do for me? What's in it for me? Or like I like to say, the so what. You're not buying a gym membership. You're buying confidence. The confidence to walk into a room knowing that you look good, that you feel good, that you're trying hard. That's what a gym membership represents, right? You're not buying skincare. You're buying beauty in a bottle. Self-worth, self-esteem. You're not buying therapy. You're buying the feeling of connection, empowerment, being understood. You're buying somebody listening to you. Think about your goals. Do you want the job title or do you want the impact that it comes with? Do you want the house or do you want the peace of having your own space? Do you want the relationship or do you want the love and the partnership, the someone there for you? What I'm getting at is when you start filtering your decisions through transformation, through purpose versus process, your whole life shifts. You stop settling for surface and you start demanding depth. And let me tell you, I'm learning this myself. I once believed that if I stacked up the degrees, the certificates, building my resume, people would automatically see my value. But you know what? They don't care. They don't care. The question people want answered is, do you make me comfortable? What can you do for me? Do you make me feel good? So for me, I'm attracted to people, places, things that transform lives. Surface level does not feed my soul, period. If it doesn't spark growth or leave me better than it found me, hit the road. I don't need it in my life. So I like to think of myself as a problem solver, but not your typical problem solver. I'm a transformational coach. I'm not here to solve a problem. I'm here to make people's soul change decisions that make people better themselves for life, right? Hear yourself, hear what you're doing, usually to yourself. Most of the things that has us stuck in a rut, feeling some type of way that is not empowering is because it's self-inflicted. I'm here to make sure you understand the things that you are capable of changing, not things that you think you have to accept because that's the way the cards were dealt for you. So for a long time, I hid that because it sounded a little bit cocky. Transformational coach, changing people's soul. Who the hell do you think you are, Tiffani? But here's the reality. It's not cocky to name your gift. And that's what I've been talking about since day one. What is your gift? I'm hoping that you guys are doing some of this soul searching already, finding out what's your purpose here in life. What are you here to actually do? It's cowardly to bury your gift. Yeah, you heard me. Don't be a coward. Call it out. Call it for what it is. Use it and use it to serve other people. So, sure, some may mislabel my confidence as arrogance. That's an issue, not an issue me. But hiding your gift only makes the wrong people comfortable and the right people confused. So stop doing it. When you know your gift, your purpose for being present, you actually start to move differently. So if people are saying, oh, look at you, who do you think you are? You're changing. That's because you're learning who you are. That's when you know that you're on the right track. The more haters that come for you, the more side notes, the more undertones that are not said directly to you, but said in jest, that's how you know you're moving in purpose. And the fact remains, when you know your gift, you will realize that you're not here to help yourself with that gift necessarily. That's not how it works. Let me give you a visual on that. It's specifically to help others. So it's true for everything that we do in life. We are designed to be useful to other people. We get rewarded, of course, when we're living in our gift, but the gift itself is not meant for us. So, this visual, let's try this. If you think of a fruit tree, beautiful, green, lush, laden with fruit, full of fruit everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's a fruit. You pick the fruit. The truth is, those fruits serve almost no purpose to the tree itself. It doesn't. The fruit exists specifically for the enjoyment, the nourishment, to satisfy the needs of people who eat the fruit. That's your gift. It's not meant to stay hidden or hoarded. What would happen if somebody didn't eat the fruit from the tree? It falls to the ground, withers up, dies. What happens when people eat the delicious fruit? They talk about it, they think about it, they enjoy it. That's your gift in use. Ooh, that one gave me goosebumps. Okay, so your gift is the fruit on the tree. It is meant to be shared. You cannot hold on to your gift, it will wither up and die. I say die. So let me give you some examples of companies who win big because they get it. They understand transformational leadership. They understand their gift. They understand your needs and they tap into it. So when you think of Nike, right? Nike's slogan is, yeah, exactly. Just do it. Just do it. They don't say, we have some sneakers with rubber soles and some mesh fabric. It has a swoosh on it and you'll like it. Just buy it. They say, just do it. Nike sells you courage, determination to show up every day. The person that you are, pushing through sweat, pain, doubt, and coming out victorious. Okay. They built a brand on transformation, from doubting yourself to believing in yourself. They do it so well. And when you see people, I just had some visuals. When you see people wearing that full suit of night gear, right? Whether it's the yoga outfit or the tracksuit, head to toe night gear, hat, all the fit, right? They've never ran a mile in their life because it's not about the shoe. Nike sells an identity. They sell the feeling of strength. Again, they do it so well. Another company that comes to mind is who I'm recording you from live. Apple. Apple has figured this out geniusly years ago. Notice how they don't lead us in with megapixels and gigabytes. They actually have their show coming up this week. It's September, so you know it's time to reveal. And we all will be like, what's coming out, Apple? Because they do it so well. Give you the high energy thoughts and bring out something new. Not saying always that we're like, oh my goodness. But yet, here I am recording you with my iPhone 16. Did I need it? No. What was wrong with my 14? Great question. I don't know. But here we are. What do they hit you with? They show grandma talking to her grandbaby across the country. They show you a teenager hanging out in their bedroom enjoying music. They show you dad capturing baby's first steps. Gosh, they are so good. Apple sells connection, belonging, creativity. Apple is selling us story space, not storage space. They're selling us the box we put our life in. I can't imagine losing my iPhone. Okay? I can't imagine because there are so many thoughts, pictures, images. I have over 15,000 photos in my phone. And now, again, they do it so well. They give you the story of the day, you know? Again, so much good connection. And I can't mention companies that do transformation so well, that tap in to the heartstrings, and not mention Disney. Dog on it. When I tell you they are selling me magic in a bottle, I actually am buying magic in a bottle. That's what it feels like. They're selling us moments. The moments that that kid's eye opens up and they see the castle. The moment that that character stoops down to their level to meet them for that photo. God, every time they get me. The tears, the laughter from Toy Story. And I can't tell you that movie when my daughter was going away to school, what that movie represented for me. It was everything. These are toys, for God's sakes. Never stops us from being connected, not for a moment. The energy, the fight scenes in the Avengers. Oh, and don't watch it in Dolby Digital, right? Like the seat is rumbling. You are engaged. They do it so well. The Disney cruise ship, let me tell you, I don't know how many of you have been on a Disney cruise yet. Start thinking about one, planning one, doing it. When I tell you it is the helper's high of all highs, they do it so well. When the organ plays, okay, at Sail Away, when you wish upon a star, the goosebumps are like the size of nickels. And sometimes they're selling enough joy for your son, Anthony, on his 21st birthday to ask to go to a character meal with his family. What? Everyone was asking, oh, he's 21. He's going to drink. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. Anthony wanted to go to Disney. I love that. Come on, guys. Think about it. That's more than entertainment. That's legacy. That's transformation. It's the story, the feeling, the memory that outshines the price of admission. It really is. So, do you see the difference? These are companies that don't just list features, they paint feelings, they offer us connection. They tell us that we're important. They tell us that our lives are important. They tell us that our families are important. They tell us that the things that we are doing are important. And there's countless companies that do it really well. But I tell you, these three are in my top. It is a never ending thought for these companies to truly tap in, pull that heartstring, and have you 100% engaged, committed, and wanting more. Geez, they're genius. So they give us a taste of who we'll be after we buy. That's the concept of transformational marketing, transformational change in us. So even when it costs more, we see the value, it becomes worth it because we're not buying stuff. We're buying a story about ourselves. And just like Disney, Apple, or Nike, that's how our gift works. When I started this podcast, I didn't think, okay, how do I deliver 42 bullet points of wisdom? My only thought was, how can I make people feel good, feel seen, be braver than when they got here, and more alive after listening, if I'm being honest? That's truly what this is about. I told you I had an epiphany. I didn't expect to be here. I'm so grateful that I am, though. The conversations, they are enriching. The self reflection that I'm able to give on my why. I'm going to go back for a second because let me explain to you, or not even explain. It's nothing to explain. It's my real story. Let me share with you this real story that happened to me when I realized why it was Disney all along for me. It was about 2010, and the family and I were vacationing in Panama. Not Panama, Florida, but Panama, the country. And we had went to do some shopping at the local supermercado, right? And the lady takes my card to swipe the payment. This is not self-swiping, this is her taking the card. And I gave her my Disney Chase Visa card. If you know what this card looks like, you know it has amazing images of characters. But this was in 2010, and it was the original Fab Five on this card, red card, Fab Five. And she started what looked like she saw the characters in person. She takes the card and she goes, "Oh my God, it's Mickey. I just love Mickey. Oh my God, it's Mickey. Dude, oh, wait." And they started passing around my card like it was Mickey himself. It was just a card, people. Understanding that halfway around the world, this was the thought, the impact that Disney had in people's lives made me instantly understand better than I ever had before that that type of connection means everything. Whether they had ever visited Walt Disney World or Disneyland in their lives, all they knew was that this relationship with this character in an image meant something to them. That's huge. That's connection. That's transformation. So let me go back up now. I had to share that story because I remember that so vividly, and it was the entire connection for me at that time. So, yes, this podcast and why you're here. And I thank you for that, of course, because when people think of me or you, they're not going to remember the specs. They're going to remember how we made them feel. Think about it. Our lives are stitched together by memories. That's the real wealth. The moments that you laugh until you cry, the vacations that you'll never forget. You know, your cards being passed around in the market. The compliments that made you feel seen. And the times where someone said something or did something for you that made things just a little easier. If you're in business, stop selling specs. Sell us the story. If you're a leader, stop drowning me in policy. Lead me into trust. Once you build on trust, I will help you to do anything that you want. That's what people do when they feel valued, when they feel trusted. They will help you get further than you've ever been before. You don't need to start with specs, and you don't need to start with policy and rules. Allow me to trust you. I'll allow you to trust me. And from there, we will move forward together more powerful than we can ever be alone. So show up and create the memory. And if you're you, don't try to be everyone's favorite flavor. Just be yours. Your people will find you. I continue to say that because I know it's true. In episode 8, I specifically asked, what will people remember you for? And I hope to goodness that you're thinking about that consciously. I hope you're putting in every effort to live in life's purpose for you because it truly will matter. You know, I talk about being a child of Elena and the lifetime of impact that she's had on my life. But here's the thing, I only knew my mom for 16 years. She passed away from breast cancer 33 years ago. But yet, her unconditional love, her leadership, her wisdom, her thoughtfulness, the way that she commanded a room, she touched the hearts of people unconsciously and led with emotion and passion. And yes, from my stories, you know, she was a little bit of nuts, but thrown in for good measure. She remembered little things. She saw little things in people, and she never hesitated to call those things out, let you feel valued. So many people remember her, right? So I have countless stories and the legacy that she left behind. I like when I reference the movie Coco, the ofrenda. I'm sure there's many people with a picture of Elena on the ofrenda. But here's the thing, the first person that I ever met that I can truly say was a difference maker was her. So I can only aspire to be what I've seen. And those were the best 16 years of my life until that point. 2 weeks prior to my mom passing, Greg and I started dating. So 33 years later, we celebrate everything that she was and everything that we do going forward with the thought of making a difference to people that are in our lives. And that, my friend, is why memories matter, why transformation matters. Memories carries our influence forward. They will outlive us all and they will become someone else's story about how we made them feel. So, memories are the true helper's high. So, this week, don't just chase the product, the spec, the features. Ask yourself, what memory am I creating? What story am I writing of my life? That's what they'll remember. Until the next time, keep living bold, keep living free, and don't forget, you're not here to be liked by everyone. You're here to be loved by the right ones. Together, we make magic.